Disguise yourself as a nun or a puppet or any non-poisonous invertebrate of your choice. Purchase a paperback romance and read it aloud in a Spanish dialect on your way to meet him at the station. Carry a bottle of sherry under your raincoat and sip half of it through a straw. Attempt to live in the moment. Endow yourself with 3 scruples. When you see him, guide him along the tracks into a tunnel between trains. An old man kills an hour here, but his snoring can be ignored.
Oh, I'm the guy you only meet once in your life. I'm the guy you only meet. I'm the guy you only meet. I'm the guy you only meet. You only meet me once. I opened the door for you at the place where you work. I sat next to you on our plane trip. I carried your bags at the hotel. I gave you the time of day. I'm the guy you'll only meet once in your life. I'm the guy you'll only meet once in your life. I'm the guy you'll only meet. I'm the guy you'll only meet. I'm the guy you'll only meet. You'll only meet me once. I'm the guy who checked you out at the local meat market. I'm the guy who drove you home once for a small charge. I'm the guy who kissed you first. I'm the guy you dreamt about once in your life.
One day I was responsible for all your children.
I'm the guy you'll only meet once in your life. We'll only meet once.
I felt that since the show has been on 6 months, came on sometime in January, I don't remember exactly when, I felt it was time for a look back, a retrospective, time to put my feet up on the console and play a tape for an hour is what it amounts to, and let you hear 60 minutes of some of my favorite pieces submitted in the last 6 months for the Lo-Fi program. Material all taped at home, produced at home on cheap equipment by the artists themselves. And we'll go in reverse order from what we just heard. Mitchell Friedman doing Once. We heard Jay Leonard with How to Marry Someone Stable. Howard Pope gave us instrumental number 4. Nudge Squidfish did Has a Lover. Raisin Bran and the Gods Rap. Carbon Sardi gave us Endless Surf. We heard Hopeless Situation from Eric Santinello. Nothing to Come by Hard Sharks, a.k.a. Peter Olofsson. Sister Chris gave us Schizophrenic French Poetry. Bicycle Girl from the Joe Band. To Be Alone and Stoned by Lonad. And 60 Minutes by Margot. And of course, the way the show starts every week, the Lo-Fi theme from yours truly. It's amazing how many requests one will get during a special program. I think once the listenership realizes that you're doing a special program and you're going to be playing a tape for an hour, they try to see how many times they can call during that hour and make requests. It's an interesting phenomenon. And now let's get back to Best of Lo-Fi, Part 2, starting off here with something from Oddba.
Okay, remember the time we got that kid from
when?
From the kid from
yeah.
Nyack, and I threw him against the big pillar.
Yeah, that was it. And he hit his head.
And it broke open.
Yeah, like a big crack. It was like a big crack down the side of his head, and it was like all this blood gushing out of it.
And then you stuck that stick inside the hole in his head.
Yeah.
And you moved it around, and his eyes squirmed back in his head.
I started prying it open, like, you know.
So we could see. No, it wasn't green.
Yeah, it was sort of gray, man. It was like really just...
I think it was pus in the brain or something.
There was something wrong with it. But we fucking... Remember you stuck that rock in his head?
Well, you should have hit it in with the stick, made it in. Go ahead. And then we put him on the railroad track because the train was coming.
Yeah.
And then after the
Chuck was there. Chuck was there, man. Chuck was there.
You were there. Chuck was the one. And then after the train came,
After the train came, you took his head, which was laying on the other side.
Oh yeah, and I jumped up and down on it.
And you stuck your pocket knife. No, it was a can opener. That's right.
Yeah,
in his eye, and you made a big gouge in it.
Hello and welcome to yet another edition of the Lo-Fi program of home-recorded music and sound on cassette, mostly. 98% of the time. We're here every other Friday from 6 to 6:30 p.m. On this station, freeform WFMU. We just heard... I got the sillies, Bronwyn C.
This isn't enough.
Well, I know you have to pitch in some. 40 cents and you can buy me a damn soda. It's the least you could pay for 3 minutes of my show. We heard The Exploding Nosh and Reverend Hubert Funk was the title of that cut we just heard. The Exploding Nosh doubles as a real human being whose name is Eric Harris. You can write to him at 6 Field Road, apartment number 3, Maplewood, New Jersey, 07040. The Exploding Nosh. He's also interested in your material, by the way. If you send a tape to this show, send a tape to Eric Harris as well, because he's thinking of putting a cassette label together. And we heard Foaming Edison from Foam is Where the Fart Is, spelled P-H-A-R-T, and an unmentionably titled track from that grouping of newest recordings by Foaming Edison thank you. Write to the Foaming Edison Cassette Club, 85-66 115th Street, Queens, New York, 11418. And we heard the lo-fi theme, as we do every bye-week, from yours truly. I am William Berger, your tape jockey for the next 20 minutes or so. Let's move on now. This is something from the Wumpus Brooms.
flexibility. I want a job are the new girl. You have a chance here. You have a way to run. You are the new girl. You have a shining sun. You are the only one. And you go back a long, long way. 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 You are the new girl. You have an option. You have a loaded gun. You are the new girl. It's not a contest. It's just the way it's done. And you go back a long, long way. And you go back a long, long way. And you go back a long, long way. You go back a long, long way. And you go back a long, long way. And you go back a long, long way. You go back a long, long way. You go back a long, long way.
Welcome back to the talking part of the program on Lo-Fi, WFMU's program of home recorded stuff. Every other Friday from 6 to 6:30. This happens to be an other Friday. Lucky you. We just heard from Happy Cat and something called The New Girl. Prior to this, Smack Dab gave us Job. What we're listening to now is Phil Yost from his album Bent City and something called Ever Surprised Blue Eyes, recorded June 24th, 1967. They not only give you the year, but the day, by Phil Yost. And prior to that, Three Little Picnics was sung by the Caps. We heard Gunter Hampel and his Galaxy Dream Band, sort of a German beatnik, I guess, and part of a much longer piece called Broadway. Before that, a very unusual Charles Mingus thing called Passions of a Man. That's on a newly released, probably a reissue, called Mingus Oh Yeah from Atlantic Jazz Lore. The Viscounts did Shadrach, and Allen Ginsberg from the Gatte album with Peter Orlovsky, Gregory Corso, and Stephen Taylor did Everybody Sing. Oh yeah. Also in that set, we heard Go Bohemian from Neil Scott. That and Three Little Picnics were both from this newly released collection of 50s and early 60s bizarre singles called The Madness Invasion, released in France. And the series continues for a couple of weeks, starting this weekend with Pull My Daisy, The Beat Generation, and The Subterraneans. And on Monday, I'm pretty excited because they're showing, along with two other films, Color Me Blood Red, a Herschel Gordon Lewis film. All his stuff is pretty much rarely seen. Color Me Blood Red, along with A Bucket of Blood and To L.A. with Lust. And the series goes on for a couple of weeks. Call the Film Forum, 212-431-1590 for more information. You're tuned to WFMU. The background music has expired. I'm your host, William Berger, and this is the Hip Bone radio program. And now we're going to do something semi-radical. We're going to try and call England the Northampton Musicians Collective. I have a cassette here that I was quite taken by a Glurk Trolling is the artist, and we're going to try and call a Glurk Trolling over in Northampton, England. This may take a couple tries. See if it rings. That alone will be a feat for the Uppsala phone system. Some kind of connection?
Your international call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again, or call your AT&T operator for assistance.
Oh, give me a break. Well, let's get the operator.
May I help?
Yes, I'm trying to call a number in Northampton, England.
What number?
It's 0604.
Wait, what's the area code, sir?
Well, it's in England, so I need to get overseas.
Oh, overseas.
Yes.
Oh, okay. 060, what did you say?
England is overseas. Well, it's 01144. That's the code, I guess. The number is 0604 26742.
Okay, and thank you for using AT&T International.
Thank you. Look at that. I love that ring. Isn't that great? So annoying. Much more annoying than American telephones. It's like you have to answer.
This is Northampton 26742, the Musicians Collective. I'm afraid we can't take your call at the moment. If you want to leave your phone number or address after the tone, we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Tone call.
Wasn't that something? Hi, my name is Bill Berger, and I'm calling live on the air from WFMU FM, where we're about to play a song off the A Glurk Trolling cassette. In fact, we're going to play the Drinkers song. And you can call back here next Friday after 6 p.m. U.S. time, 201-266-7902, and ask for me. I'm William Berger, and I'm interested in your tape, and I'm going to play it now. And I thought I'd get to talk to a human, but I guess no such luck. So we'll just roll the tape. A Glurk Trolling, the Drinkers song.